We know what we went in at halftime, down 17 points. Felt like that we made great adjustments at halftime in all three phases of our game, and came out, kicked off. We got a quick 3 and out. Offense took it down and scored, and we just played together as a team the rest of the game. We ran the ball extremely well in the second half. I think 71 yards in the third quarter alone. And that got us back in, opened up our throwing game. I thought Brad Henderson came in and played exceptionally well, as good a quarterback play as we've had since I've been here, and did not only played great at quarterback, but really led our football team. And I thought our football team rallied behind Brad last night. Defensively, our adjustment at halftime was 3 things. One, we wanted to bluff, show pressure, and play coverage. We wanted to send more pressure, and we wanted to change up our down 4 rush games to put a little bit of pressure. We had really tried to squeeze the pocket, keep our rush lane straight, and keep him condensed. But the ball was coming out very fast, and it worked. It played right. We got some turnovers, some interceptions, some fumble recoveries, and kept 3 and out in them and getting off the field, getting our offense back on the field. And I could tell in the fourth quarter it wore them out. They got tired. So, it was just a team win in all 3 phases. Got a big turnover on special teams, just a great block punt or tackle the punter. So, it was really a great team win for our football team.
All right, now let's shift ahead. And again, the TV stations will get this on Monday, so we can't say, watching the Oregon game and this and that. So keep that in mind. You're kind of talking in the future. First, from a personal perspective, you coached at LSU. You know most of the coaching staff and so many people down there. For you, I know it's not a personal thing, but it really still is. There's an opportunity for you to see some friends and compete against friends. So talk about the meaningfulness of the LSU game for you.
Well, a chance to go play in Tiger Stadium, it's probably the greatest college football venue in the whole country. It's electrifying. We're going to take our whole team. We're going to take all the 115 players on our football team down so they can experience, they can run out. We're going to go the day of the game. But it's going to be special. I think it's not only for our team, but our fans, our community, the whole Demon Nation. I think they're going to get a chance to experience Tiger Stadium. And, there's no tickets to Tiger Stadium. You can't buy a ticket. So, a chance to go in there, get your family in there and your friends. This is a great opportunity for us. So we're going to embrace it. We're going to go down there to win the game and play hard. So we're looking forward to the opportunity.
Does your familiarity with Coach Miles and their philosophies give you a little bit of an edge, not compared to LSU, but compared to the other teams that come in there and play LSU?
I don't really think so. I don't really see it as an edge. My personal relationships. What I do think we have to do, in my opinion, I think we have to go in there and start fast. We have to gain some momentum fast on them. That's what McNeese State did a year ago. They went in there and had some things happen early, got some turnovers, were able to move the ball, score some points. That's what you have to do. You have to go and start fast, and I think that's the key to us winning the football game.
Okay, talk about LSU offensively and the challenges they present.
Well, they're very multiple. They're very athletic. They got a great offensive line. They're very deep at quarterback. And they got great running backs. So that's a well-rounded offense. That kind of covers all the bases there. But they just do a great job. I thought they had great quarterback play last year, personally, after breaking them down. And like I said, they're very, very deep. That's the thing when you go and you play an FBS team, is it's just so deep. They got 2, 3, 4 deep sometimes, and so that'll be a challenge. We have to go in there and each phase of the game take care of each other, and you can't go into a venue like that and play 100 snaps either side of the ball. Each side of the ball has to help the other side, and if we do that, we'll play well and have a lot of fun.
Okay, let's flip it, and I know you don't typically study the defense, but you're aware of what they do defensively and who they are. Talk about their defensive.
Well, they'll be of course, the most talented defense we'll play all year, and they'll have great speed, they'll have great size. Coach Davis does a great job game planning, so we'll have a work cut out for us. But again, I think it's, like I stated earlier, we have to go in there and start fast. We have to be able to move the football and get some first downs. And, if we have to punt, which we're not afraid to punt the ball and flip the field. You can't let them stay on a short field. You got to make them earn it as well.
Tell us about the win last night, specifically how you guys turned it around.
Well, I think the first half was tough. It was hot out there. You kind of have to learn to play football. As silly as that sounds, you kind of got to learn to. You got to find yourself, and I think our team really started to find ourselves towards the end of the half. I know if you were there, you probably saw there was a little spark here and there at the very end, and then we came in. Delta State had really been pushing us. They were up by 17 points in the first half. We come in at halftime, make the adjustments we need to make. We refocus. We believed we were going to win. We knew in our hearts we felt like we were going to win, and we took that approach in the second half. And I think that was the defining factor. Did we come in halftime and someone had some magic play that made us win? I don't think so. I think it was in our hearts. We believed honestly that we would win. And I think that's what caused us to win, honestly.
Outstanding. What does a win like that do for this team?
It definitely shows you can handle adversity. It shows a team they can handle adversity. It shows the team that it's not over till it's over, till the last second ticks off the clock. And Delta State very easily could have won that game. And we see that. They were a great team. We're very humble about the win because it could have gone either way. We got some things to learn. We made some mistakes. We had some penalties that we can afford not to have, that we've got to afford not to have. The game of football did what the game of football is supposed to do. Those first games, and we had to learn. Just like I said, we had to learn from where we came, what we did last night, and move forward from that point.
All right, let's turn the page now. It's Monday when this comes out. Tell me about the LSU football team and the challenges that are presented there.
Well, LSU is kind of the big brother, around Louisiana. And a lot of my teammates obviously are from Louisiana, and to them it's like playing in Madison Square Garden, playing in Baton Rouge. I mean, it's a huge stadium, a large venue. We look forward to the challenge. We don't go in there thinking we're going to lose. We go in there, ready to win, just like any football game. Just like this week, Delta State came in against us. And we're looking to do the same thing. We're looking to go in and win the game. LSU is a great team. It's an honor to play against them. I look forward to doing it, and it's going to be a great challenge for us.
As a defensive player, obviously you're aware of what's been going on with LSU. Does that have any effect on your preparation?
I don't think so. The guys at LSU, the things that happen there, that happens. And when you're an athlete, you're kind of under that spotlight, and it's a tough deal. I feel for those guys, and I understand kind of what they're going through. As my mental preparation, does it change? No, you're still playing LSU. It's still LSU. It's Louisiana State University. They've been a great team for a long time. They're still a great team. Whether, whoever's on the field, they're going to put a great team on the field. So as far as mental preparation, I would say no. You got to stay focused, stay disciplined, and really, play your assignments and play the best football you've ever played.
Going in there last year and competing for 4 quarters and pushing them to the limit, does that give you guys a boost in knowing that?
Absolutely. I think McNeese is a great team. They played a great game last year. They really brought the heat on LSU. They had a chance to win that game. McNeese is they play the same kind of football as we do. They're in the Southland Conference just as we are. We look forward to playing that. It puts things in perspective. It says, you got a great team versus a team that's considered the underdog. And they had a chance. They had a shot. And, McNeese did a great job last year taking that shot. And we're going to try to do the same thing this year and hopefully come up with a victory.
Let's talk specifically about how you as a defensive back and the secondary in general helped change the game last night. And don't say last night, just say Delta State because this will air on Monday.
Well, in the game against Delta State, as the game went on, I feel like we got better as a unit, as defensive backs. At the beginning of the game, I mean, I don't know if it was first game jitters or what. I mean, but we weren't playing like ourselves. But as the game went on, I feel like we got better.
All right. Tell me what, in terms of the team's self-esteem, it means to have come back from 17 down, to win, and to have won in that kind of fashion.
Going in at halftime down 17-0, we never doubted ourselves. We were all just like, come on, man. We played one of the worst halves that we've ever played, and we're still in a position to win the game. So we just kind of held each other's hand, and we fought for the offense fought for us, and we came out on top.
Okay. Again, this will be on Monday, so we can't talk about what LSU might do against Oregon and watching that game on TV. Talk about the challenge of playing the LSU offense, first of all.
I mean, personally, I look forward to playing the LSU offense. You always want to play people like that. You look on TV and see these guys, and you watch them, and you just think to yourself, as a competitor, man, I can cover that dude. I can do this. So, I mean, now I get the chance. So I look at this as an opportunity when we go play LSU.
Okay. What do you know about the LSU offense and the guys you'll be covering and what they do right now?
What I do know is they're very big and they're very fast. So, I mean, I just got to play smart and disciplined with my eyes, try to get him in a little chess match. I can't let him dictate the whole game. So, I mean, it should be fun. It should be exciting.
You ever play against Jarrett Lee in high school?
I didn't.
Okay. All right. Then let's talk about the experience of playing at LSU, one of the favorite venues in sports and all that sort of stuff. That's exciting, I'm guessing.
I actually have a relative that went to the University of Tennessee, and he told me when they played in Tiger Stadium, it was so loud that it just sounds like it's staticking, and like you can't hear nothing from the person next to you. I mean, and that's, when you think about it, that's football. Growing up as a little kid, you watching TV and you watching the Michigans, the Ohio States, and you see these 90,000, 100,000. I mean, who wouldn't want to play in front of that? So, I mean, it's not intimidating. It's exciting. I'm ready to play in front of that crowd.
The situation that you found yourself in leading the team is something you prepared for, obviously pretty well.
Yes.
Talk about how you approached the load put on your shoulders on Thursday night.
I just came into the game with a positive attitude, wanting to win, and that was pretty much just what carried us over. When you got a bunch of guys around you that want to win and, great attitudes and positive attitudes, you only come in as a quarterback and just feed off the momentum the guys put into you. So, I mean, I think that kind of like helped me with my performance, with the confidence the guys put in around me from the offensive side of the ball, the defensive side of the ball, and the coaches. Everybody believed in me, so, I mean, that kind of helped me as a performer myself. So I owe a lot of credit to my teammates for that.
Okay, from a technical standpoint, what did you guys start doing so much better that allowed you to score on 4 or 5 possessions?
Well, I think we just came out more confident. When you play the game of football, you come out confident and you play kind of loose and have fun. I think the game run a lot more smooth. I think we just came out in the second half. We came in, made halftime adjustments, defensively and offensively, and the defense came out, had a big stop, and I mean it just happened like that. I mean, it sparked the plug. That's what we needed, and we just came out second half with the confidence, knowing we can win this game, and everybody started to come together as a unit. I think that will carry us over the hump.
Okay, you set a school record for 13 straight completions. Talk about being in that flow, and if you've ever been in that kind of flow before.
Well, I never set a school record before, not to my knowledge, and I actually didn't find out about the school record till this morning. And that's just one of them things you never think about during the game. Like my whole sole purpose of going out there is just to win the game, and help my team, get this win. And I think it did a great deal of confidence for us to win that first game. And you know, it's a pretty good accomplishment. I mean, my first game, I mean, it was first game at this level. First home game. Never thought I'd be in this position, but I guess it was just one of those nights. You know, my number was called, and I just had to do what I had to do.
Okay, tell me right now, coming out of this game, what you feel like our offensive strengths are.
Our offensive strength is, I pretty much just think it's just running the ball between the tackles. Because last night we ran the ball pretty well, and when I did drop back to throw, I mean, I had great throwing lanes, and it opened up the defense a lot. So I think our run game is pretty solid. Pretty much the strong point of the offense right now is our offensive line. Those guys did, you know, exceptional job last night protecting me, protecting our running backs, and I just owe a lot of credit to them because, as you know, I mean, the offense goes through them pass-wise or run-wise. I mean, it anchored with them. So I just want to thank them guys for the great game last night.
Okay, and then just one, I mean, you had an opportunity to be in the SEC at Alabama. You chose to come here where you had a better opportunity to get on the field right away.
Going to Alabama, I knew they had great quarterbacks there, and me coming in as a transfer, it's going to be kind of hard for me to get on the field and play. And coming here, you know, we had you know, starting quarterback last year. We just needed some depth issues, so I just came in, you know, say, you know, maybe I can help this team. Maybe I can get on the field and help, you know, be part of the success. Come here and play a little bit, and I think that's what pretty much, you know, swayed my decision to come here. And I mean, if anybody had a chance to play at that level, I mean, I'm pretty sure they'd take it. But it was just one of those decisions with me coming out of junior college. I didn't have that many years, to sit out. But I mean, I want to change the decision for the world, man. I'm glad I'm here. I think I was put here for a reason, and I just got to make the most of it. But I mean, you always would, want to think like what it would be like if I just played at a level like this. And now I know we play LSU in the future, and just looking forward to that. Looking forward to that game. Playing at that level. See how I progressed as a player and as a quarterback. To see how I play with those guys. Great defense. Fast in the environment like that. And last night, actually, I was out there. And I never, a big stadium like that, I've never been in that situation. And I was like, wow. And the guys were telling me they couldn't hear me in some cadences. So I was just like, oh, wow, So, you thinking about that and thinking about the future game against LSU where they say you probably couldn't hear yourself talk. I mean, I guess I just got to, be a little loud with my cadence now.